It's the Daily Comedy News with your host, Mark Pires. Join us for breaking headlines and all kinds of comedy shenanigans. Brought to you by The Beat Seat. Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to the show that never ends, 1,899 days in a row. The MarkinsPires Show, Part 1. Of course, we're live twice a day now in 2024 at 9 a.m. and then again after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. So make sure you tap that screen. Make sure you subscribe. X, Rumble, YouTube. And of course, on YouTube, we have a bunch of new channels that we're working with here. I guess you would say that this show is such a variety program that I didn't want to put too much out there for you. So we're opening up new channels. A new real estate channel called Connecticut Real Estate Report, which you can go and subscribe to, and I'm going to go live there every day and drop something about the Connecticut real estate market. I am a realtor. That's what I do for a living. The other one is called Mark Has Wood. It's a woodworking show. Make sure you subscribe to that one as well. That one's going to be freaking, I think that one may get bigger than the MarkinsPires channel. I mean, just the name alone, I have to thank you so much for that, MODOK, because now I've got the greatest name in history for a woodworking show. And I already dropped one short yesterday and it got a fair amount of views. I think it's up to 18 subscribers, which is not bad from 0 in a day. So I'm thinking if we could blow out Mark Has Wood, I'll go live down from the workshop and build you out some speakers and tables, and I'm thinking about building like a rocking chair. I don't know, I visualize how I could do it. I just don't know if I can. I'll give it a shot, right? You guys want to go on Mark Has Wood and do it? So I'll drop some links for that, or if you can, just type it. That one actually pops right up. It's amazing. I typed in Mark Has Wood on YouTube like 4 different times and it came right up. I was like, if you type in Mark Pires, MarkinsPires, you have to like look for me. So let me just send a message here. So basically what we have here is this. It is officially comedy news time, and I want you guys to subscribe to those channels, obviously, but we're going to hang out and do what we do here every day. Twice a day, we rock into it. Yahoo News, it's where we get a lot of comedy, you know, and we're going to roll through it. We scroll these news stories. So if you head over to YouTube, what you're going to see, or again, Rumble, X, we're live on all of these platforms. We're live on Facebook. We're live on DLive, on Twitch. We're everywhere. So make sure you just type in MarkinsPires wherever you are and you'll see me live. But the other platforms outside of X, you'll see these news stories right over my shoulder. We're scrolling it together. We're reading it together. And then you see where I kind of drift off and create comedy because you're looking at the words on the page with me. So head over to one of those platforms. Just type in MarkinsPires. The link for the YouTube channel is actually like right in the bio here on TikTok, fam. Let me pop this on. We do have Matt Zabrowski here. I don't know if you guys know who Zabrowski is. Basically the greatest woo-hoo guy in the game, you know. Oh, no, a woo-hoo is when Zabrowski takes it to another level for us. And you're like, what's a woo-hoo? Let's get into it. You'll hear it.
Some things to die for, yeah, yeah. There's something to live for.
You know, this show, the best experience for this show is always in a car with headphones on, because the music is always going to be stellar. Zabrowski! Woohoo! You did it, buddy. Thank you. Thank you for bringing me that woohoo. I need it. Lift me up a level, doing the comedy deals. So we have lots of stories here. Obviously, there's a rematch this November. We knew it. Hasn't been a surprise to anybody out there. I know that one guy didn't even have anybody running against him. You know, he's the incumbent. But we're here. We're not talking about anything political on this show. That's the point. Basketball star Sabrina Ionuska ties the knot in picturesque SoCal wedding. We're not going to be watching and looking at that wedding. You know, I really just don't care. A double brood of cicadas are set to emerge for the first time in 221 years. That I got to read. I don't like the cicadas. You know when you're out there and John Cicada comes out, he starts singing to you? Oof, that's a rough one. Anyway, let's see what we have. Explainer. I don't know. Reuters, can you help us out here with your stupid screen? I'm scrolling, and it's just Reuters. You know, you go with a crap site like Reuters to get your information. I don't know why the screen's doing this. When the double brood of cicadas will come out. It's a double album from John Cicada. And you guys are like, no, it's cicada. No, it's not. It's cicada. All right, what do we have here? Parts of the United States are about to experience a rare natural phenomenon with the simultaneous emergence of two enormous adjacent broods of periodical cicadas. More than 1 trillion of these noisy bugs are set to pop out of the ground starting around late April. Two broods, which concentrated in U.S. Midwestern states and other South and Midwest, a small area of overlap in Illinois, emerge together only once every 221 years. Here is an explanation of what's expected during this dual emergence. First of all, what is a cicada? Cicadas are relatively large insects, 1 to 2 inches, possessing sturdy bodies, bulging compound eyes, and membranous wings. There are many different kinds of cicadas. Using needle-like mouth parts, cicadas feed on plant juices, called xylem, drawn from the roots of deciduous trees and shrubs. They spend much of their life cycle years on end underground as nymphs, feeding on roots and drinking xylem. After they emerge, adult males sing to attract females using special organs called trembles. They're trying to do a 1-2 Magoo, bang it out. I didn't know that's what they're doing. It's like the banging cycle is what they call it actually down there. Like, we can't wait for the banging cycle. Keep eating your xylem. The song pitch, tone, frequency, and volume are specific to an individual species. Cicadas live as adults for just a few weeks, then they die after reproducing. That's like the ultimate, you know? They've just been loading up, you know? Cicadas live as adults. Yeah, we just talked about that. Numerous birds and mammals eat cicadas because they're freaking 1 to 2 inches long. If things get bad, guys, you start digging in the ground early April and see you can find a couple cicadas before they hatch. You eat them. You know, a lot of protein there, I'm sure, maybe. How do periodical and annual cicadas differ? With annual cicadas, some individuals emerge during any given year. They spend 1 to 9 years underground as nymphs, varying by species, and do not have synchronized emergence. Instead, they emerge on a staggered basis. Periodical cicadas have more specific and longer lengths of time spent underground as nymphs, generally 13 years or 17 years in synchronized emergence. Anyway, that's that, guys. I did want to see, the title of the show is what the title of the show is. So let's talk about it quickly, and we have to see if there's any merit to this, I do have to say. So I started off the show. J.E. put in a little quote or a little comment that looked a little deeper in the bill that is presented about TikTok and the potential ban of TikTok. And it actually speaks a little bit deeper to, it's not specific to TikTok, it speaks about any social media platform with more than 1 million subscribers, 1 million followers, 1 million, I think it's subscribers, users probably, 1 million users, is subject to being shut down if they don't like what you're saying. And I don't think it's you, it's like the whole platform could be shut down if they don't like the general messaging of the platform. So I think what we need to do is look a little deeper at it. I mean, I don't really want to read that, but I'm just curious to see if you guys if you've heard any more about this, that it could actually be more than just TikTok thereafter. They may want to shut down X, they may want to shut down Facebook. I mean, if there are things, they could just go in there and determine these channels or these individuals can be wiped off your platform. We could shut down your entire platform if you don't do that because you've signed, we have this executive order, you know, whatever it is. So I'm obviously concerned. My show, MarkinsPires, has been categorized as harmful, which is very frustrating when you're a positivity show called MarkinsPires, doing comedy every day and live music in the moment, and they categorize you as harmful. So I'm very nervous as to what the next step is. There's signing in bills to shut people down, to shut down platforms. And I think most of it's just for the leverage. Now, here's the other thing. Because every single social platform we all use has over 1 million followers, subscribers, users, they could, say for example, they decided to turn a certain decision one way, or they wanted to make sure we couldn't connect and couldn't assemble and they just decide to shut them all down at once. They can. If the law says anything over 1 million users is subject to this law, then if something goes wrong along the way and they just want to stop all communication between us, they could pull every platform down in the United States. And that's what I fear with this type of wording. I'm not sure if you guys are as worried as I am, but like I said, when you find yourself under a rock for 5 years and you understand finally why that rock is on your head, it's scary. It's scary that there are people in rooms making decisions on who you can see and what content you're allowed to see. So, anyway, let's see what else we have. This is a new look to Yahoo. Like, what this is a new look? I don't like the new Yahoo look. I like the old one where I can scroll and see a bunch of stories. We may have to switch channels here. There was a website, a buddy of mine told the other day, he said, I got to find out what the name of this website was. But they have all these really weird stories. Like, it's like the unlucky lottery stories where, you know, guy's walking down the road 3 miles from an explosion and he gets hit with a projectile and dies. You know, like, that's the unlucky lottery. There's like a website that has just story upon story of that. And he was telling me about it. It's like the Dresden Files or something like this. And I forget what the name of it, but he showed it to me quickly. He's like, yeah, there's all kinds of funny stories here. Because I was like, I go and I just look for comedy in these, you know, whatever story's out each day, I'm trying to find something funny in it. But if I had a website that had funny stories or funny situations, I mean, that would be ideal, you know? So if you guys know what the name of that website is, that I can go and we could pop it on together right now and see what stories there are out there that are just kind of outrageous, you know? I'm looking for an outrageous news site so we can make some funny comedy news on a daily basis. I want to, just for example, this piece of news that we're putting out at 11 o'clock today. This is some crazy funny stuff. But the reason it's crazy funny is because this lady's out of her freaking mind. She's a con artist on TikTok, okay? She walks up to men and lies to them and says, I can't find my ring. And then the guy's like, oh, really? Where's your ring? She's like, I don't know. I'm not sure. It was a really beautiful ring from Cartier. You know, maybe you could buy me a new ring? I swear, guys, it's so cringe. Maybe you could buy me a new ring? And the guy's like, what? You want me to buy your ring? Yeah. She does this obnoxious laugh afterwards because she's so cringe. And it's like this weird transition where she's like, I can't find my ring. Hi, my name's Carolina. It's so obnoxious. And I can't wait for you to watch it with me. But that's comedy. Comedy comes from that. Because I'm watching this wackadoo who's out there robbing men, essentially. And here's the crazier part. The second guy I see when you see the story, he's sitting there, he's on his phone. And while he's helping her look for her ring, before she then shifts oh, can you buy me ring? She doesn't even bangaroo him. You know? She's just getting him to buy things for her. And this is what I have a problem with. If you're going to go out and you get a guy to buy you a Cartier ring, you better bang it out. You know? I'm not talking about you going out there and you're just taking stuff from people and you're like, thank you, sweetie. You're very nice. You made my day. You made my vacation. Yeah, she called it a vacation. She made her vacation, guys. But we realize now it's probably a fake accent. We think she's from Chicago. And she's just kind of like, I can do a Hilaria Baldwin. She's successfully doing it at the moment, guys. Filming herself manipulating men, stealing things like their hearts. You know, no bangaroo. Remember, you expect you spend $4,000 on a ring, on a necklace. You know, Tiffany is another one that we get to see is the Tiffany necklace that she gets, you know, someone to buy for her. You're not doing a banging out afterwards? You get the necklace? I'll put the necklace on afterwards. She only wanted the one necklace. Just the one necklace. You know, when you get that Tiffany necklace, it always comes with a pearl necklace. If you're a good one, if you take, you know, if you do your part, you know, I'll take, but you don't give, you know? So that's part of the comedy news. Oh, goodness. We like to make silly jokes here, you know. Montana. Joanne. Frank Fontana. Montana man pleads guilty to creating massive Frankensheep with cloned animal parts. What the hell, who cares? Oh, he must have done it and tried to make some money on it or something. An 80-year-old man in Montana pleaded guilty Tuesday to 2 felony wildlife crimes involving his plan to let paying customers hunt sheep on private ranches. But these weren't just any old sheep. They were massive hybrid sheep. Oh my goodness, he was literally making like some sort of weird animal with cloning. Okay, I thought this was like he was taking bones and putting, guys, look what I found on my farm. No, he's like cloning stuff. Let's see what's going on with this 80-year-old Montana man. Oh goodness, he's out there doing a clone. We're doing cloning all over the world. All right, let's not pretend that this guy's the only one. He may be the only one doing sheep. You know, they're doing humans. Look at some of the people you see today. They're not the same. That's not the same guy you're looking at. You see the ears are now connected. They used to be lobes like mine. Now they're connected. Just saying. Still pooping a triple diaper though. That's the other thing. Let's see what we have here. This massive hybrid sheep created illegally importing animal parts from Central Asia, cloning the sheep, and then breeding an enormous hybrid species. Arthur Jack Schuberth, 80, owns and operates the 215-acre alternative livestock ranch in Vaughn, Montana, where he started this operation in 2013, according to a press release from the U.S. Department of Justice. Alternative livestock includes hybrids of mountain sheep, mountain goats, and other mammals which are used for trophy hunting by wealthy people. An unnamed accomplice of Schobart kicked off the decade-long scheme by illegally bringing biological tissue from Marco Polo sheep, the largest sheep in the world, from Kazakhstan into the U.S. in 2013, according to prosecutors. How big are these sheep? An average male can weigh over 300 pounds with horns over 5 feet wide. Jeez. Giving them the largest sheep horns on the planet. The sheep are endangered and protected by both international treaties and U.S. law. Montana law also forbids the import of these foreign sheep or their parts in an effort to protect local American sheep from disease. Once Schubart had smuggled in his sheep parts into the U.S., he sent them to an unnamed lab, Dr. Weasel Fraud she was running, creating 165 cloned embryos. Schubart then implanted the embryos in Oz on his ranch, use on his branch, Oz. It's a U, okay? Resulting in a single pure genetic male Marco Polo Argali that he named Montana Mountain King, or MMK, if you want to go with the short, you know. Federal authorities wrote this in a press release. By the time Schubart had his Montana Mountain King, he used the cloned sheep's semen to artificially impregnate female sheep, creating hybrid animals. The goal, as the DOJ explains it, was to create these massive new sheep that could be used for sports hunting and on the large ranches. Schobart also forged veterinary inspection certificates to transport the new hybrid sheep on false pretenses. Sometimes even cold semen from his Montana Mountain King to other breeders in the U.S. Guys, there are now other clones out there, weird, like 5-foot wide horn clones of this Mountain King. Schobart sent 15 artificially inseminated sheep to Minnesota in 2018 and sold 37 straws of Montana Mountain King's semen. It's a straw? Is that what they're doing? They're selling a straw of semen? Oh, goodness. Schubart also offered to sell an offspring of the Montana Mountain King. So the Montana Mountain, like, it's got like a little bit of an issue. Some people say it's a little beat in the head. Dubbed the Montana Black Magic. To someone in Texas for $10K. This guy at 80, he's doing it, huh? Discussions between Schobart and an unnamed person apparently included what to call his new breed of sheep they were creating. The other person said another co-conspirator had suggested the name Black Argali, whatever that means, though noting we can't presumably because it would give away the fact that these sheep were descended from the Argali species. Oh, that's what it is. It's an Argali sheep, you know? Schobart pleaded guilty, violating the Lacey Act, a conspiracy to violate the Lacey Act, which makes it a crime to acquire, transport, and sell wildlife, contravention of federal law. This was an audacious scheme to create massive hybrid sheep species to be sold and hunted as trophies. Assistant Attorney General Todd Kim, that's a lot. Assistant Attorney General Todd Kim from the Justice Department's Environmental Natural Resources Division said in a press release, So guys, this guy, he could be going to jail for 5 years at 80. He's 80 years old. They're throwing him in jail. Conspired with at least 5 other people who are not named in the indictment. Shobarth faces up to 5 years in prison, a fine of up to $250K, and is scheduled to be sentenced by Chief U.S. District Court Justice Judge Brian M. Morris in Montana in July. 2 men charged with blowing up woman's home, planning to use python to eat her daughter. Remember, we did that story. We did that one last week. That was a good one. Yeah, so basically, this is interesting. We're not getting into politics, but apparently Ben Shapiro said, retiring is a stupid idea. Let us work until we die. No, that's what this guy's saying is an opinion. But there is something to be said about those who stop doing what they do to dominate in order to just have no reason to be doing anything, and then they just die off. It's sad to see. You have to have purpose. You really do have to have a purpose. And you have to drive towards it in order to keep yourself young and healthy. And, that's why it's funny. I spoke to someone the other day, and they're like, they've been selling real estate forever. And they're like, everybody wants me to retire, and I don't have any interest in retiring. I said, well, I can't see you doing it because it keeps you young. You're out there, you're always taking a phone call. You're always working for a client. You're working on a listing. You're working on trying to find a buyer, a property. And that keeps you moving. It keeps your brain from dying. It keeps your brain from slowing down. So totally, I can't see myself stopping doing this. And it's sad to say, but it's also probably something unique about people like this that can work their tail off until their last day, And so basically, you have a choice. You could retire at some point, but if you do, you must find a purpose beyond. If it's play golf every day because now you love golf and you want to be the greatest golfer you could be at 67 years old, that is a purpose. If you shut it off and then all of a sudden you're living in this kind of like, what am I here for thing? And I'm waking up and I feel like, okay, I'm just walking through my life. That is when you start to dwindle. Things start to get, I think you start having a real hard time staying alive at that point. Everything starts to shut down. Brooklyn family is suing MTA for $28.5 million over alleged leaked crime scene photo. Too bad. Oof, dear Abby, my husband tried to cheat on me with my friend. Scumbag, right? Did your friend oblige? If she did, then it's not a friend. That's not a good friend right there. Oh my goodness, American texted friend just before dying on flight. I think that was the lady who ate the seafood or something. Jewish passenger is suing JetBlue claiming religious discrimination after he was thrown off a plane following his refusal to sit next to a woman. What? I got to see what this is, because you can't say I'm not going to sit next to a woman. It's against my religious beliefs to sit next to a woman. If you say that, you got to get off the plane. All right? I'm sorry. You bought a seat. You didn't buy the entire plane. You didn't buy the wing. You didn't buy both seats, so you didn't have to sit next to anybody. Or you could choose who you sit next to. You bought a single seat. Let's see. An Orthodox Jewish pastor claims he was thrown off a JetBlue plane for trying to change seats. Well, that's different. You're trying to change seats is different. Passenger had explained to the staff that he couldn't sit next to a woman due to his... I guess he can't sit next to a woman. Why? What's in the religious belief that says you can't sit next to a woman? I want to know. Does anybody know what the Orthodox Jewish belief is that you cannot sit next to a woman? Sounds like the stupidest thing in the world. So when you're a baby, you can't be next to a woman. You can't have a woman sit next to you if you're like a 3-year-old. Oh no, it's only at a certain age you can't sit next to a woman any longer. Bunch of horse crap. All these beliefs are so mental, by the way. Like, oh, well, I can't sit next to a woman. I'm an adult now. All right. Orthodox. We know you just can't trust yourself. You're not orthodox enough. Your orthodoxy would prove that you have what it takes to sit next to a woman. You think she wants to sit next to you with them armpits, that reeking armpit? We know. You haven't ever put any deodorant on. You're washing with like baking powder or something. We don't even know what you're doing. I'm feeling the curls in my face right now. I'm sitting here trying to just take my flight. I'm trying to take the flight. You're curling out to the floor. Couldn't trim it? No? No trimming, no deodorant, smelling like freaking India. You know? You guys know. You know, sometimes, guys, sometimes when you're in the process, you're in the process. She wasn't kosher enough. J.E. knows. She wasn't kosher enough. When he got on there, he's like, you don't smell like garbage. I can't sit next to you. That's like his telltale to know if you're an Orthodox as well. Like when he walks up and if you smell like some disgusting street corner in India, you're good. He's sitting right next to you at that point. He's like, oh, how was synagogue this week? Did you have a good time? What did your rabbi talk about? That's where they go. But if he sits down and he sees you smelling like Dove, yeah, I'm sorry. It's against my religious belief to sit next to someone who's cleaned themselves. Like we can't do that here. You got to smell like garbage. If you want to reconsider, while the flight does like one of those tipsy-turvies, you're in the toilet. You come out smelling like I expect. And now my religious beliefs have been met. And we're taking a trip together. Let's see what else we have here with Magoo. And again, no offense to anybody out there who, if there is something to this, I'm sure there is. I mean, he's not making it up, but it's mental. I'm sorry. You're an adult. You should be able to sit next to a soul. If you're saying that soul, and again, this guy knows what a woman is. If anybody wants to ask what a woman is, this guy right here knows. This Orthodox passenger knows what a woman is because he can't sit next to one. Let's see what we get here from this dude. Suing JetBlue. Let's hear about the discrimination here, claiming he was thrown off the plane. We already got to this part. Abraham Lunger, What the freaking hell movie was that? He called someone Lunger. Oh my goodness. Oh my good Tombstone. Tombstone! Yes! The final scene in Tombstone. It's over my shoulder right now. You're looking at it. And you got Doc Holliday, and you got the other guy who's supposed to be the greatest shot. He's trying to take out Doc Holliday down, and he calls him Lunger. You ready, Lunger? And he goes, and then like all of a sudden, Val Kilmer comes out. Is it Kilmer? I think it was, yeah. Val Kilmer comes out, double-decker style, shoots the dude without even trying. He's coughing up blood. Lunger style. Abraham Lunger. That's such a weird side note. But anyway, Abraham Lunger, an Orthodox Jew, was set to take a red-eye flight from Palm Springs International Airport to JFK on December 31st, 2023. It was at 11:59 that this all happened. Because of his religious beliefs, he can only sit next to a woman if she is a blood relative or his wife. He can only sit next to a blood relative or a wife. Guys, 7 billion people in the world. He can't sit next to any of them. No, I'm sorry. Are you related to the Lungers? Or are you a Lunger? You got to Doc Holliday it. Oh my goodness. So he can't sit next to any of these. He could sit next to 6 people on planet Earth. That's a life right there, So let me ask you, how did you get anywhere in this world? How are you getting on any plane if you can't sit next to anybody unless they're in your family? Go buy a private jet. Oh, I'm sorry, the pilot's not part of the family. You're going to have to jump out of the plane mid-flight. I'll handle it. I'm a Lunger, The couple weren't assigned seats in advance, according to the lawsuit filed in the U.S. Southern District of New York. His wife asked JetBlue ticket an agent in the gate prior to boarding if Lunger could be seated next to either her or a man because of his religious beliefs. I do think that this is actually valid. Before the flight, she said, can you have my husband sit next to me? Can you have my husband sit next to a dude with donger? We need a donger, not someone without the donger. People say, what is a woman? Someone who doesn't have a donger. Pretty simple. The women are able to make babies. The guys, they're able to make babies. You know what I mean? You gotta understand the science. Anyway, his wife asked JetBlue, and I don't know, JetBlue was probably like, nah, we don't care about your religious beliefs. That may have been what happened. They're Mormon. And the Mormons don't believe in that orthodoxy. Mormons believe in a gold tabernacle and Joseph Smith and that everything else before 1900 was a fake, and all these weird cities that were never found in their book. But guys, Brigham Young did it, 10 wives. Here we go. Abraham Lunger. So let's see what we got. Anything? Do we have anything here? Lunger took his seat and then he saw that a woman, not related, by the way, no relation, was about to sit next to me. I notice she smells good. This is not a family member. Could you, excuse me, JetBlue, can you put your arm down, sir? By Menon. You expect that's a commercial right there. You see all this going on in the background. You got like, somebody's popping up. Alan Thicke. By Menon. And you're like, yes, Speed Stick. Let's get it for that guy. He quietly got up from his seat and stood in the aisle, arms in the air. Everybody passed out. But before he was able to tell another passenger to change seats, a flight attendant yelled at him and said, "Sir, Lunger, sit your butt down, sir. We're about to do our, safety talk here about how to wear your stupid, raft and the mask with the cup. You don't know how to put the cup over your face with the stupid elastic band that goes behind it. That does a great job suction. It's almost as good as those masks that you guys were wearing." You should just take those stupid masks you were wearing and pop a hole in it and then throw the oxygen in that. You got a perfect connection, right? Suction, right? Oh, goodness. You guys know that's what you're aiming for. JetBlue 2025. Dumb, particle masks made in Cheddar. I was at Cheddar, I got my masks over at Big League. You guys, when you're doing it, and all of a sudden, you've got the mask of all masks for the airplane. So she refused to accept the explanation and attempted to prevent Lunger from switching seats with another passenger who had agreed to switch seats. The guy agreed to switch seats, and they don't want Lunger to do it? Oh my goodness. Other passengers who overheard this conversation also offered to swap seats. Multiple seat swappers. JetBlue, what's with you? I'm calling JetBlue in a moment. We're going to get them on the line about this one. The plane's pilot then told Lunger and his travel companions, his wife and another woman, that Lunger couldn't change seats because it would cause a weight imbalance. What in the freaking hell is that horse crap? You're on a plane, you're telling me that Lunger, weighing 337 pounds, is going to be a weight disbalance? Come on. I just had to eat. I'm in the airport getting ready for this stupid flight here. This is absolutely discrimination. I'd be suing too if I was Lunger. Multiple people were willing to change seats with Lunger, Couldn't change seats because it would cause a weight imbalance. Let me ask you a question. When's the last time you booked a flight and it was like, how much do you weigh? They don't ask you how much you weigh on a flight. They don't look at you when you get on the flight and they're like, sir, you're going to sit over there. Ma'am, you're going to sit over there. We need to have a weight balance on the freaking plane. Bunch of horse crap discrimination right here. Let's see what we have. Lunger never forced other passengers to change seats with him or used a loud or stern voice. He was actually very calm the whole time. He said, "Excuse me, my name is Lunger, Abraham Lunger. Do you think I could switch seats with somebody? And in fact, there's 19 people back there willing to change seats with me. We're just going to do it. All right, just wanted to let you know." What? I'm sorry? Why is that a problem with you? Everybody's cool with it. We're going to go do it. My wife, I can't sit next to anybody if it's a woman, unless it's a family member. Huh? Yeah, 3 people in the world. But that's what I got, So can you, help an Orthodox man out? This is my religious beliefs we're talking about here, okay? No women but my wife. Or my aunt, my mom, Cousin Sue. Besides that, Lunger is at a loss. Huh? Yeah, no, I speak about myself in the third person. Abraham Lunger, Lunger and his 2 travel companions were told that they weren't allowed to collect their suitcases and wouldn't be provided with an overnight accommodation, food, or transport. What? They were booked in alternative tickets for the next day and had to pay both the price difference and the ticket change charge. Wow. JetBlue is proud to serve millions of customers each year from different backgrounds. We do our best. This is, by the way, I have to read this as JetBlue. I'm sorry. I have to. JetBlue is proud. Now, how do we have a JetBlue voice here? JetBlue is proud to serve millions of customers each year from many different backgrounds. We do our best to accommodate our customers' various requests while ensuring all customers are provided the experience they are expecting from JetBlue, the airline statement said, adding that it could not comment further due to pending litigation. The lawsuit, which accused JetBlue of religious and racial discrimination, seeks compensatory damage, punitive damages, and attorney's fees and costs. It's about three-fourths of the costs. It's going to be the attorney's fees. But guys, what do you think about this? Again, I just want to go over the detail. Let's talk about this quickly. Orthodox man, smelling like crap, gets on the plane. He's there. He's sitting there. His wife is not sits next to him. He can only sit next to his wife. Or a family member. Remember, it's just his sister. And it's just he, his sister, and his wife. That's everybody else is dead. And he can't sit next to anybody else in the world. And then he's got 15 people sitting around. They're all like, hey, buddy, I'll get as far away from you as I can. I'll switch seats. You know what I mean? Where do you want? I want to be in the air. I need to have some sort of air going on. By the way, I got an extra speed stick. Are you into it? Bye, men. And he's wearing it now. Everybody's happy. You know, we get there. Switch flights, switch seats. Everybody's good. But no. Flight attendant, pilot, racial discrimination, religious discrimination. I gotta get this lady on the line. I gotta find out. Hold on a minute. I'm sorry. Yes, JetBlue is customer service. Yeah, no, I was looking to see if I could speak to the General of Operations. Yes, MarkinsPires. Well, you say it was Carolyn? Carolyn, I didn't know you were such a huge fan. It's a pleasure to have you on, Carolyn. But you know, we're here. We're live on the air right now. I'm trying to see if I can get the General of Operations on the line, talk about this. We're doing this story here about the Orthodox man came on the plane smelling like India, and he had to sit next to his wife. Yeah, I know, Calcutta. Yeah, I'll wait. Thank you, Carolyn. Well, yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you in the chat. Guys, Carolyn's coming in right now. All right. Yeah, thanks, Carolyn. Yes, who is this? I'm sorry. Jim. Jim, how are you? This is Mark Pires. I'm the host of the longest running daily variety show on YouTube. It's called MarkinsPires. Yeah, you're a fan too? You gotta be kidding me, Jim. I'm here doing it. And you're there. Are you in the chat right now? Gosh, almighty. Guys, do you see Jim in there? He said he's hanging out. Jim, don't be a lurker, all right? Don't be a lurker. You gotta be a part of the chat. So let's get into it, Jim. I mean, obviously you hear what we're talking about here. What's the story with the Orthodox man? And why didn't you guys just let him change the seat? Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what I said. It's probably a discrimination deal. So did you fire her? Jim, you can't just do a pat on the back on that one and say, do better next time. That's one where you make an example out of her. That's a Karen moment right there. You get rid of Karen, okay? Tell her we don't have Karens here at JetBlue. We are service first. If a passenger wants to switch seats, regardless of how bad he smells, you let him switch the seat if others are willing to get the hell away and switch seats with him, you know? Jim, look, that should be part of your protocols going forward. I'm just trying to help you out here. You know, trying to keep you out of court, Jim, trying to keep you out of court. Yeah, no, Jim, look, if you want to hire me on retainer to give you guys advice at JetBlue on how to do it right, you know, that's what we do here, is just provide you with valuable information. Yeah, you know the PayPal. Send it over. No, I'm good with that. Jim, absolutely. I'll take an office here next to the CEO. You want to put me next to the CEO? I'll do it. Look, Jim, you know, when you've worked as hard as I have here in order to supply the world with valuable comedy, you know, in the moment, and then you come across a story like this, you know, I heard the passengers passed out when he lifted up his arms. Is that true? Jim, we're going with it. I know you say that's kind of right now, it's a theory that that's what happened and that's why they were booted from the plane. And there was a restriction that they had to wash before coming on the next day. But that's what we're hearing here on the ground. MarkinsPires show. No, it's called stereotypical comedy. What are you talking about, Jim? If you can't make comedy, then I got to question you. I got to question you. By the way, it's not stereotypical. It's factual. Have you ever walked down the street, Brooklyn? Right? You're there and you're like, what the f is that? Am I in Calcutta? Yeah, Jim, I know. That's what the attendant told you, and that's why she made the decision she made. You know what, Jim? You guys have to deal with that now in court. Yeah, no, everybody's in the chat waiting for you to start talking. Stop. Yeah, you can. I don't think you're blocked. Did you guys block Jim? He says he's trying to talk in the chat, and you guys aren't either not seeing it or something. Jim, you know what? Keep trying. Maybe you should get another alias. Do JetBlue Guy, you know? Oh, JetBlue Guy Jim. JetBlue Jim. We got you, Jim. Bring it in as JetBlue Jim. Then I'll know it's you every time. I won't have to say, oh, who are you, Jim? Be like, JetBlue Jim. That's the guy I just destroyed on the line because he has terrible employees. Yeah, Jim, I love you too. I was just joking. Yeah, no, I got to go. Just had to let you know how I feel. You know, this show's about letting it off. You know, you got to let it off your chest. Get it out there. Yeah, but I would consider, you know, at least having a policy and some speed stick at the door, you know? So when people come by, you could say, excuse me, sir. You either go back in the cargo or you drop a little speed stick on those armpits on your way in to sit down over there, you know? Jim, of course I'm only joking. Yeah, no, my best friend is acidic. That's why I make all these jokes, because I can. I'm basically part of the family now, you know? No, I'd never go. Look, I don't understand Hebrew. I can't speak Hebrew. Why don't you just go to the synagogue then, Mark? Look, you know, I'm not that religious. You know, around now I'm going to go and start going to everybody's different, like, I'm going to go to Mecca as well and see what they're about. Like, no, I'm sorry. I'm here doing my own show here. This is about positivity, bringing people together, my friend, all right? Yeah, all for the greater purpose. All right, now, Jim, I got to go now. Now we're getting into the weeds. No, you could smoke that. I'm here. I'm doing the show. All right, Jim. Do they know that at JetBlue that you're... And never mind. We'll leave that part out, Jim. Just you do you. No, you can't erase this now. I'm live. Oh, can you erase this part about me smoking it out, you know, smoke dog style? I'm sorry. No, you can't. You're in it. You're in it now. When you get reprimanded from JetBlue, JetBlue brings you in front of the board. Excuse me, Jim, were you rolling it out? Were you on the phone with MarkinsPires rolling it out? Yeah, okay. You're suspended from general operations, you know, for 6 weeks. And then there's no pay either. That's on you, Jim. Yeah, next time, I mean, I know you're like, oh, say whatever, I'm on air. I want to be cool. Sometimes you don't have to be cool, Jim. Sometimes you just have to be honest. Yeah, we'll see you later. Yeah, I love you too. Gosh almighty. You know Jim. You guys know Jim. He's awesome. He's in the chat. Was the woman's name Shanae or Felicia? I think it was Shanae in my bit later on. Felicia. Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm out of my mind, J.E. Oh, goodness. Marky Breeze, right? Oh, goodness. You know, guys, when you're doing a story and all of a sudden the Orthodox man comes in. Now, this is like, this is just comedy. I want to just be very clear. This is straight up comedy. There is no such thing as a line when you're talking about stereotypes and it's something like this comes up. It is when you make comedy. So I don't want to hear someone saying, oh, there's hatred or some sort of anything, because it's not. This is a total joke comedy, live comedy news show. There is no one intended to ever be offended. Oh, shoot, I got to take this, guys. Give me a second here. I'm going to pop something on for you, okay? Oh, geez. What can I put on?
I wanna touch the stars. stars. I'll take you away. Let me take you away. We'll take a long ride out of town. I wanna touch the stars. Before I come back down. You're on your own. Say goodbye to it all for now. Find yourself in playful Colorado here. Up in the clouds and climbing high. I wanna touch the stars. Before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. No looking back. The sun is setting, the moon is shining down. I wanna touch the stars. Before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. You touch the stars before you come back down to planet. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. You wake up in the morning, come the rising sun. You take me away again. You take me on another ride. I wanna touch the stars. Before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. Before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. Before I come back down. Oh, I wanna touch the stars. Before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. Before I come back down. Oh, I wanna touch the stars. Before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. Before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars, yeah, yeah. Ooh, oh, oh. Before I come back down. Oh, I wanna touch the stars. come back down. Written live. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. I'll take you away. Take you away. We'll take a long ride out of town. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. On your own. Say goodbye to it all for now. Find yourself in Pueblo, Colorado, here. Up in the clouds and climbing high. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. No looking back. The sun is setting, the moon is shining down. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. You touch the stars before you come back down to planet. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. You wake up in the morning, come the rising sun. You take me away again. You take me on another ride. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. Oh, I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. Oh, I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I come back down. Written live. I wanna touch the stars. Before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. I will take you away. Take you away, but take a long ride out of town. I wanna touch the stars. Before I come back down. Say goodbye to it all for now. Find yourself in Fairfield, Colorado, here. Up in the clouds and climbing high. I wanna touch the stars. Touch the stars. Before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. You touch the stars before you come back down to planet. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. You wake up in the morning, come the rising sun. You take me away again. You take me on another ride. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars.
Oh, goodness.
Before I come back down.
Gosh almighty. How long? What happened to me here? Where's my camera? What happened to my camera? Oh. I'm sorry, guys. I had to take a phone call from a client. Jerry in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, so I had to take a phone call from a client. Every day I sell real estate. That's why I started a new YouTube channel called Connecticut Real Estate Report. And I'll be dropping live stuff there and all kinds of crazy stuff. So I hope you guys will join me when I do that. But don't forget our other newest channel called Mark Has Wood. Yeah, the MODOK came up with that name. Oh, goodness. So guys, we had the Orthodox news story again. I don't want to hear anything from any social media platform saying that this is a hate episode or that I was bullying and harassment is another crappy thing that people say on TikTok when you're in the middle of doing comedy. You know, it's like, it's unbelievable what I see, but I feel bad for this guy. I think that he should have gotten the ticket that he just should have gotten a seat for he and his wife to sit in because he's got a religious need, you know, and it's not a difficult thing unless you can't find somebody to switch seats with you. But he had plenty of options. People were willing to switch seats with them, and they didn't want that to happen for some reason, and I think that that's wrong. And I think JetBlue should suffer for it in some capacity, whether it's with a legal battle, whatever it is, but they owe these people for I think not only just for the inconvenience side of things, but how about the fact that they didn't even put them up in a hotel room for the night? They made them fly the next day. Like, that's crazy. This is what we're dealing with. Take a phone call. Yeah. Danik, good to see you, buddy. Danik, our piece of comedy is live in 13 minutes. Guys, let me give this to you. Hold on. Because Danik, you're in this piece. We're going to the main account real quick. Let's see. You guys seeing this with me? Yes. Okay. So here we go. Con artist, TikTok con artist. Here it is, guys. I'm giving you the link, all right? Please join me in 13 minutes when this goes live. Let me make sure that I have, yeah, it's all set up properly. What a crazy, crazy news story with this lady today, huh? I think she's out of her mind. Where's Joanne? Where did I go? Joanne! Oh, Joanne, are you going to join us for the end of the show? Oh, thank you, Joanne. Oh, goodness. Guys, if you can, check out the Connecticut Real Estate Report. Let me see if I can get you a link to that because I'm going to be going live there at some point today. And then I'll also be doing, something with Marquez Wood. I think it's going to be dropping little pieces of content for now. Connecticut Real Estate. Let's see if this comes up yet. I just put it out yesterday. Come on, dude. This is the problem. There's no, oh, here we go, I found it. Okay, so this is the channel. If you guys can give me a follow and a subscribe. What is going on, everybody? It's Mark. Here it is. Helen Gale hooked us up with a subscribe yesterday on this. This is Connecticut Real Estate Report. Give that a subscribe. I'll be going live there, talking about real estate, meeting people on the street, cold calls, all kinds of stuff that it's just different than what I'm doing here. The Get to Know America stuff, it's all going to premiere on there. I have 5-6 episodes. Those will all be premiered again from scratch, all the towns on the Connecticut Real Estate Report. And I'm hoping to build that out into a daily real estate show where people are able to rely and get valuable information for the real estate market, but also consider me every time they need to buy or sell real estate in Connecticut and New York. So that's my hope with this channel coming up. I hope it is successful in that manner. The other thing, oh, thank you so much, brother. Actually, if you could send that, JE, send that to, let me make sure, if you sent that to my email, then that's even better. Let me see. I have to see if I can find that. People asking me to buy. Let's see, what was that? Oh, these people. They're trying to sell me on a service. All these people are. I'm looking in my email real quick. Let me see if I can find the one. Did you send it in an email, my friend? Oh, awesome. JE, you rock. Okay, so Renee will be sending that across to me. I'll take a look. So guys, let's talk about this real quick. The other one. The other one's called Marquez Wood. Let me give you that link. And what's kind of cool is, like I said, look, I put this right up. It comes right up. That's a pretty cool one because that doesn't happen ever. When I type in my name or anything, it's hard to find me. But this one, I type in Marquez Wood, that thing came right up. All right, let's put this over here so you guys can give this a follow as well, subscribe as well. That I'm looking forward to, guys. This is gonna be a lot of fun, that channel. I actually think, wait a second, let me just to double check here. Pretty sure that if I just pull the channel for that last one I was at. What is going on, everybody? It's Mark Pires, and I'm here with you on June 2nd. It's the market report. Yeah, this is actually an easier way to follow this one. I didn't realize it's just at CT Market Report. This is the actually easier way to subscribe to the second channel that I just created. Oh, thank you so much, Hilly. Awesome, I'll take a look at that. All right, so guys, later on we do it all over again, 9-ish, 10-ish, something like that. And do you know that tomorrow is the 1900th day in a row? This is insane. I can't believe I did this. Gosh almighty. I don't want to buy anything from this thing. All right, let's see what we got here. Let me go in here and say goodbye to you guys. Don't go anywhere yet. Remember, we're 10 minutes away from the premiere, 9 minutes away from the premiere. Comedy premiere. I can't wait. Did I give you that link? Let's just go back to that link real quick, guys. This is an important one because it's premiering in 10 minutes. That right there is how we do it. Yes, 15 minutes about. Yeah, you're right. We're doing it again. This next one. This one's the comedy story. I'll tell you, it's so funny. TikTok con artist. It is so funny what this lady did, but it's cringy. Like I did not like it. Watching it, it made me very uncomfortable. So something funny about that, I guess. Here we go. I'm going to the live stream. If you guys can, see if you've hit the like. If you haven't yet, please do so. Yesterday we had a great show and we didn't have a lot of likes for some reason in the morning. So I really want to try to get as many likes as you guys can. See if you've hit the like for these channels. It's helpful. The more likes, the more comments, the more you interact with these channels, the more that other people are going to find us. So thank you, and please continue to do so. Charlene Woodard, you are awesome. Hilly, Billy, my brother. J.E. and Jerry D. Guys, if you have not yet, please subscribe for my brother Hilly's channel. And I'll be live later. Hilly and I are going to do a show sometime soon. I don't know when, but we're doing it. And I think I have his info, so maybe what I'll do one of these mornings is just call the thumbnail, say I'm calling Hilly. Because Hilly's usually here in the morning, so I may be able to do that. And we'll just have a conversation live. And what's cool is you can go live together, so both channels are live at the same time, and we could cross-promote each other, which is awesome. So, later on, we're doing it again. Until then, Jerry, J.E., Hilly, Billy, and Charlene, thank you so much for being here. And hope you can leave a quick comment after the show, and be there in a few minutes for the comedy premiere of TikTok influencer manipulates men to buy her anything. It's pretty crazy. Especially because you get to hear her be so disgusting. Like I said, my favorite with her is she's like, I can't find my necklace. Hi, my name's Carolina. Like, ew, you know? Who does that? Who goes like, I can't find my necklace. I'm so nervous. It's the most beautiful necklace in the world. I don't know. Hi, my name's Carolina. Nice to meet you. You think maybe you buy me a necklace? Oh, be there for that one. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Thanks for kicking it. That's right. That's right, Jerry.
You got to go.